Hello, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. I know a lot of times on the channel, 80% or maybe even 90%, I talk about thrillers slash mysteries. So I'm really working on mixing it up and talking about different books. And I read this book a while back, but I remember it clearly, and I recently watched a video, and if I can find the video, I'll link it below, about a guy that basically followed the author of this book, and I'm about to tell you, followed his workout protocol. The book is, and the name of the author is David Goggins, and it's called You Can't Hurt Me, Master Your Mind. And then now I can't remember the rest of the title, but just know it's called You Can't Hurt Me, and it's by David Goggins. Sometimes I write things down and I can't read my own writing. Can I get a hello from anyone? Isn't that terrible? Have you guys ever done that? If you don't have the best handwriting, you're scriggling, you write down something on the grocery list and you can't read it, let me know. So anyway, this guy, David Goggins, I'll just briefly tell you about this. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this video. He grew up in a household where I guess it was not, supportive people, a lot of maybe yelling, abuse, things like that, and he wasn't treated very well. Well, some people, when they are treated that way, will go out and they maybe, commit crimes, and they don't take that energy and put it into something good. Well, he decided, I'm going to take this energy and put it into something good. He always wanted to be a Navy SEAL, and so it took him 3 months to lose 100 pounds, and he had wanted to become a Navy SEAL, but the thing is this guy pushed himself beyond a limit. He said, when I was at the limit of what I thought I could do, he said to himself, he was really only at 40%, so he pushed himself more. He pushed beyond anything that a human being could do physically, okay? And he said he developed a callous mind, because when you have somebody that wants things so badly, whether it's becoming a Navy SEAL, losing weight, becoming financially free, and becoming an entrepreneur. It could be anything in life, something you really want. You really can't think about other people around you, and how they're feeling about things. You've got to be focused, so you've got to block out the world and stay, centered on whatever you're doing. So he pushed himself to the limits. He just kept pushing himself no matter what, despite setbacks, illness, injuries. He just kept pushing himself. He does all sorts of talks. I thought the book, and I like some self-help books. I've read some Tony Robbins books. Love him. I think he's good. I also like Mel Robbins. I know they're not related, and I like that book, a couple of the books that she wrote. And so I have read some really good self-help books, but I've read a lot of them, and a lot of them, are just okay. And because I think they're longer than they need to be, I've mentioned that. I thought this book was really well done. I really liked it. The only thing is the guy has a mouth of on him. He does swear quite a bit. It's the only thing I can say I didn't like it. But I thought about myself. I'll be honest, I'm going to actually do another video on this on my other channel. But I'm not sure how I'll talk about it. But I admit, I've accomplished a lot of things in my life, but I like things to be easy and fun. I've never pushed myself past a limit where I thought I couldn't go. When things get a little bit tough, I'm like, oh, I should rest now. That kind of thing. So I've definitely never physically pushed myself in any way, but I can't imagine. Now, this guy that did the video, he had gotten overweight, and he wasn't that overweight. He was like 5'9". I think he weighed in the 180s, okay? I'd love to weigh in the 180s, but anyway, but he was like, you know what, he didn't feel good, he was eating bad, and so he started eating healthier and started doing the exercises and workout routines of David Goggins. And he just kept pushing himself, and people were telling him, you gotta rest, you gotta rest. He had to tune all that stuff out to be able to accomplish what he did. I think the guy did push himself a little further than you need to, because to me, if you're injured, in my opinion, you shouldn't just keep moving. You could make your injury worse. That's just my opinion. That's the maternal side of me coming out. Have any of you heard of this book? And do you read books like this? Do any of you read self-help, self-improvement books? Let me know in the comments below. That's all I have to say for now. Love you, appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.